more and more global investors are asking us about crypto.
BlackRock is going all in on crypto. This is literally the largest asset manager in the world going all in on crypto.
It has a differentiating value versus other asset classes.
Not Dogecoin, not Decentraland, not Monero, but certain crypto coins that fit into their investment thesis.
We believe there's great opportunities, and that's why we're seeing more and more interest.
Listen very carefully to Larry Fink's crypto investment thesis. Pay very close attention to his reasoning here, and then we'll talk about 5 or 6 altcoins that can fit into this.
And as I said, I do believe a lot of crypto is an international asset. It has a differentiating value versus other asset classes, but more importantly, because it's so international, it's going to transcend any one currency and currency valuation. If you just look at the value of our dollar, how it depreciated the last two months and how much it appreciated over the last 5 years, I mean, an international crypto product can really transcend that. And that's why we believe there's great opportunities, and that's why we're seeing more and more interest. And that interest is broad-based worldwide.
We knew this would happen. I told you this would happen. We were telling you about the merits of crypto long before Larry Fink started investing in it, shilling in it. In fact, when Larry Fink was actively fudding it.
Is it true that you're building out a cryptocurrency capability?
No. I mean, we're looking at it. We're looking at blockchain technologies, and we're looking at all the
But blockchain isn't crypto. Blockchain is just the underlying technology. Well, don't your clients want crypto exposure?
No. I don't believe any client has sought out crypto exposure.
Really?
Yes.
But at some point they might. Do you need to be prepared?
I don't, at the moment, no. I have not heard from any one client they're looking to buy a cryptocurrency at this time. But right now, I can tell you it worldwide, I have not heard from one client who said, I need to be in this.
If you want to make money in crypto, subscribe to our channel for daily videos, turn on notifications so you can be among the first to comment when a new daily video drops. So, which crypto coins are worth investing in? Many coins did well in the past, but let's look towards the future. Comment which altcoins you like down below and why you like them. I'll be reading and responding. I think BlackRock is investing in at least 3, 4, 5 out of these 6 coins. Bitcoin is going to 1.5 million, or at the very least 625,000, at least according to CEO of ARK Invest, Cathie Wood. Listen to her updated Bitcoin investment thesis. You know BlackRock is thinking the exact same thing.
So our bull case is, I think it's 1.5 million. The base case is 625,000, something like that. Now, one reason we've actually internally, our confidence has increased towards the bull case is because of what happened during the regional bank crisis in March. What happened? So as regional banks are going bankrupt and the stocks are imploding across the board for the KRE, Bitcoin rallied from 19,000 to 30,000. Why did that happen? That was a flight to safety. That is the insurance policy that we are talking about, that we believe everyone will want at the end of the day. Insurance policy against 2 things: confiscation of wealth, either directly or by inflation, or in the deflation world, what is it a hedge against?
Right.
It's a hedge against counterparty risk. We won't have an 0809 with Bitcoin. Everything is decentralized and transparent. No obfuscation.
Cardano, a sleeping giant in the space. Our audience knows this. I was shocked when I heard this clip. They're actively trying to sweep Cardano under the rug. They want Cardano to pay to play. Cardano continues to build. And Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, just called this guy a bold-faced liar and set the record straight.
Circle says that they're not doing or not planning anything for Cardano because there are no developers on Cardano, or not no developers, but there's not a lot of developers. How come we have an industry?
Your source is a bull-faced liar. Your source is a bull-faced liar. The reason why they're not deploying is that the foundation won't pay them the 8-figure amount that they want to deploy. It has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of developer adoption. It has everything to do with pay to play. So it's just wrong. I know because been directly party to these things. That's how these business models work. And that's the problem with this industry is people lie. There's 1,200 projects building on Cardano, 100 of which have already launched. We're, I think, number 5 or 6 for all overall blockchain developers. We've absorbed the entire functional programming space. And there's a huge amount of people doing things and building things. So it's just a bull-faced lie to say there's no development activity. We're number 2 for NFTs. That alone should justify a stablecoin because of the transaction volume they can get. It's difficult to deploy on extended UTXO and give all the things that they want to do, like freezing and reversibility. So it requires extra development effort and time to reason through. And B, the foundation didn't want to do pay to play.
They will be forced to recognize Cardano one day, I think.
Cardano has never failed. That's a pretty remarkable thing when millions of people tried to break it, and it lived through pandemics, staff changes, markets up, markets down, and everything in between. We're resilient, and that's because of the integrity of the process. We won't lose that. We're just going to make the process better every day and eventually conquer the world. So thank you all for listening. It's a pleasure to be here. It's good to be back, and we got some work to do. We're going for number 1.
Polygon is going through major changes. Changes so big, I think the press around these changes alone will send this token. Not to mention the fact that these changes are actually making Polygon better. This upgrade is actually going to make Polygon more likely to be invested in by BlackRock or institutions like it. Polygon is getting a new token. Matic will be no more. You will eventually be able to swap your Matic tokens to their new token 1-to-1. Ethereum educator Anthony Sassano explains this.
They have unveiled the new Polygon token, or the POL token, that will be replacing Matic. Essentially, this is a token swap 1-for-1. So if you have one Matic, you can swap it for one POL. This is not live yet. This is just a proposal right now. But essentially, there are a few key changes to the token here. So as I said, it's still 1-to-1. It starts off with a 10 billion total supply, which is the current total supply. And there is going to be a 1% inflation rate to validators in perpetuity. And there's going to be a 1% inflation rate to a community treasury that POL token holders will have a governance over. So total 2% additional issuance every year.
XRP is bankers' coin. XRP, unlike much of crypto, is actively trying to work within the traditional framework. XRP just won a landmark case against the SEC, finally giving it legal clarity. You don't think Larry Fink and BlackRock are thinking about XRP just like this?
I'll get you to get your crystal ball out for me if you don't mind. Ripple intends to use XRP for cross-border settlements. How likely is it that XRP becomes the #1 cryptocurrency now that it does have a bit more legal clarity in the US compared to others?
Yeah, well, I don't know necessarily if it's going to be the #1, but certainly looking at the breakdown, I mean, right now as it stands, the big two are Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think Ethereum has about 20% of the market, and Ethereum and Bitcoin on any good day is probably between 45 to 50% of the market. So they are two behemoths still that need to, there's going to be a long way to go. But XRP generally comes in around number 3 in terms of trading volume, in and around one of the better known stable coins. So we're still in the foothills when it comes to use cases and kind of the development around the use cases of each of these different tokens. But as somebody who used to work in banking, I can appreciate the issues around interbank transfers, overnight bank transfers, FX transfers, the delays that are kind of baked into those systems. But using something like an XRP token or others certainly gives you a lot around speed and a lot around transparency, which I think is the primary use case that Ripple have put forward with XRP. And full disclosure, we're one of the Ripple partners here for their on-demand liquidity program here in Australia. So I do have a horse in the race for transparency purposes. But yes, no, I do think that it just really illustrates the benefits of blockchain technology and the speed, the transparency, low cost. There's an awful lot there that's worth exploring, both for traditional finance and for potentially crypto investors.
Solana. Solana continues to build and upgrade. Solana is Ethereum for venture capitalists. Here, the founder of Solana talks about an upgrade that will make Solana blockchain much more reliable.
I don't know if folks have heard, but we have actually a separate team from the ground up rewriting the Solana protocol in a separate language. So when there's a memory leak or something like that brought down the network, the probability of it being in both clients is virtually 0. So having 2 separate clients in the network will basically give us the same reliability as you see on Ethereum today.
Finally, my wildcard pick is ICP. I'm going to tell you why ICP is my wildcard pick in a future video, so make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you can be the first to comment when a new video drops. Here, the ICP founder talks about crypto at large, and this is exactly how they're building ICP.
I think Web3 is going to be a very profound and transformative new phase of the internet that will fundamentally change the nature of online services and the nature of users' relationships with those services.
What is Web3? I know nothing about it. Explain it to me.
It's fair to say that the meaning of Web3 is evolving in real time. I'm going to have to describe Web3 from my own perspective. I think Web3 is something much more profound than just NFTs. Web3 is about reinventing the internet ecosystem so that online services run completely from blockchains in new forms, in which users ultimately become part owners of the services they use and part of the team, where these services become tokenized naturally and take new forms, where, for example, social media will blend with DeFi to become SocialFi, gamers will blend with DeFi to become GameFi. These will blend in turn with the metaverse, and so on.